and then the dividends can go up, and then you can stay ahead of inflation. And that's what these portfolios are going to do. But also you have to recognize that the world is going to change. When the dollar collapses and it's no longer the reserve currency, and we can no longer act as a parasite on the world, we can't suck up all the goods that the rest of the world produces. Now the rest of the world is going to have a lot more stuff, and they're going to be better off. Right? The world is not better off because they're holding a pile of our paper. They're worse off. We're better off because we get their stuff and they get our paper. Well, when they keep their stuff and we keep our paper, the world is better off and we're worse off. And if the world is better off, then you're better off investing in those countries that are going to benefit from the dollar's collapse. You don't want to have your assets here because Americans are going to be a lot poorer at the end of all this, because we are living an artificially high standard based on the fact that the dollar is the reserve currency. Well, this crisis is going to end that reign. I think gold is going to replace the dollar. I don't think it's going to be the euro or the yen or the RMB or some special drawing rights coming out of the SDR. Everybody's going back to gold. I mean, that's where everybody always goes back to gold, right? Nothing has changed, and no one's going to Bitcoin. Don't think, no, it's going to be Bitcoin. That's a pipe dream. It ain't never going to happen. And don't hold on to that fantasy to zero, right? If you're listening to this and you're still in Bitcoin, look, it's still above 19,000. So get out, right? 19,650 as I am doing this podcast.
Good morning, 9:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, October 9th, 2022. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan, as my Michigan Wolverines went to 6-0 yesterday after having a fairly easy time with Indiana. Next week, we play Penn State. That should be a very interesting top 10 matchup, so we'll see what happens. But I digress. Getting into Bitcoin, and I took a little bit of a break yesterday. Did 3 updates yesterday. If you're part of Tom's Army, make sure you're looking at the exclusive content, and I'll show you that real quick. So real quick, if you're interested in joining Tom's Army, getting the exclusive Telegram, getting the extended coverage of content, which yesterday I did solo, TA plus blockchain, and let me go into here, and if you stay until the end, I'll show you how to buy XRP with no spot fees, but that's at the end of the video. So this was the solo video yesterday. So we've done solo, we've done ADA and Algo, Casper, Lunk, Casper again. We've done ADA, HBAR, IOTA, Algo. These are all in the members only section, including solo yesterday. I even show you one of our fellow members, Crypto Scrooge, how to follow him. He does solo updates 4 or 5 times a week, I've noticed, in the past month roughly. So make sure you're following his content. But if you join Tom's Army, you also get the exclusive Telegram, and this is very, very important. We've got the Tom's Army, but we've also got the Future Leverage Trading Group that we've been talking in, and that all comes together. So if you pay $9.99 a month, pay it forward, show that support. I give you a lot of extra exclusives that you can get only if you're part of Tom's Army. So with XRP, we still haven't broke out of this 52.48, and we actually need to break up. Otherwise, this can start to have a little bit of a cross, and we can actually start to have a topping reversal here. I would feel better if it went up to 55.85, as it hasn't come down exactly where I would like. This almost looks like it's building a redefined left shoulder here once again. And sure, we could get rejected at like the 53 cent level, but it almost feels like if it does break up, it needs to come up to that 55.85 roughly, which is the double top. You could actually have a pattern rejection here at 55 cents. But that remains to be seen. It is Sunday, so the futures will open today, so it always makes things a little tricky. If we come down to bounce on the support, we've already got it leveled out at about 50 cents. It's 5038. That's what we've got set up. And then if we look at the USD perpetual futures chart, if it were to break the 50 cents and not be able to hold around that 200 day, then you could obviously see the 47 cent level that could end up coming down. We've got USDT, which underneath you can see 49.64. So you got about 503, 49.64, and then the 47 cent level, which is also confluent in the USDT chart, as well as the perpetual futures chart. They both have this level down here at about 46.8, 47 cents. XRP USD, we're looking at it, and we have to hold this strong support of about 503. We put it at about 503, and if it breaks that, then we're coming down. And like, you can drag these out if you would like. And if you do, this will bring you down to this 45, 45, 65, 46 cent level. But that's all underneath. If we break up, and I'm showing you these for a reason, this is the level we're trapped in. We're trapped in these levels. So if you're paying attention to it, you understand the formation setup. And right now, as long as we hold this 20-day, it looks like it still needs to come up. We'll retest 52.48. But if it does reverse back down, you know you've got this uptrending support at about 50 cents. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of this formation. 5035 would probably be a better entry if you're going long to see if it can support this entry. Because if it loses this, then you're coming way down to 47 cents. And obviously 47 is a lot better than 50. And there's also the 49 cent level. So there's a lot of stuff going on today within these levels. XLM, we've still not broken this uptrending resistance line. It's right at about 12.8 as we talked about, 12.65. And if we lose this, we lose the 20-day at 12.5. It's not that big of a retracement. It's 12.27. It's not that big. But it's really a very key resistance level that we've yet to be able to break over the top of. If we do get over the top, I really like this chart because if we break over the top, I would think 13.3 would be the next level. This was the parabolic uptrend we broke, and we're still trying to resist upon it, but that's what I'm looking at. Like, you could get to the bottom side of that, and I'd like to have these patterns drawn out just in case we continue to go somewhat on a level. So we already know by the XLM USD chart that we're looking to break this 12.66 roughly, 12.65. And then if we break down, we're coming back underneath the 12.26. And then if you look at the XLM USDT chart, if we break over that initial level, then at 12.2, then we've got about 12.98, 13 cent area. We break that, then we've got about 13.252 to get out of this area. So that's what we're looking at. And then if you were to break all the way above, this would be your ultimate, but it's got a lot of work to do to come all the way up to 15.9. So that's what we're looking at for the grand scale. So basically what it looks like to me is if XRP were to break up to that 55, 56 level, we would have XLM breaking up to about 13, 13 and a half minimum, and then possibly that 15.6 if XRP decides to go to 65 is what I'm looking at. That's what I'm seeing this morning, XRP Future Millionaire. When I come back later, I'm going to do a DGB right out the gate. So if you want to join Tom's Army, get any of the exclusive content, get the exclusive Telegram. As I mentioned before, there's a lot of stuff going on. And it's imperative that you get in here because if I'm not talking, there's a lot of other people talking. So you can simply do join Tom's Army, get the exclusive content. You just click there. If you're not part of Tom's Army, it'll bring you to this section to join. And once you're joined, you get that exclusive content. Also, XRP, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, if you want to send a donation, which is very uncommon these days, which, you know, it is what it is. And then BitGet, if you want to join me, no spot fees, no VPN in the USA, no KYC to trade your XRP. Join me on BitGet, click that partner link, hashtag be better, do better. No excuses this morning, ladies and gentlemen. No excuses, get it right or get left behind.